Welcome back. So tonight I'm going to pull my cucumber plant that's in my outdoor aquaponics. This has by far been the best cucumber plant that I think I've ever grown. I planted it in late June, the last week of June I think, and once it started producing I had a cucumber at least one, maybe two every day for an easy 30 to 45 days. It was a really good producing plant. We got Nikki 6 with us tonight. Here's the cucumber plant. I've been meaning to get out here for a few days. Anyway, I've been hanging on to this plant long enough. It's done. It's ready to go. I got a couple of cucumbers here still to pull. This guy right here, that's a nice one. I've been wanting to pull this for about 3 days. I just haven't been able to do it. I've got that one there. And I've got these two right here. And the further along that the plant has gone, the more that I've kind of gotten kind of little weird ones like this. Yeah, we got the fish in there. So this bed right here with the cucumber, this is the bed that stopped working on me to a degree at one point. And I think that what happened was the roots from this cucumber plant had gotten so extensive in here that they kind of started going down the drain pipe. I took a stick and butchered it, but I couldn't keep it doing its thing. So what I ended up doing was taking this pipe here, the bell siphon, and just taking it out and letting the standpipe be the top point for where the water goes. So once it hits standpipe, it's a continual flow. I'm not cycling it out, I'm not flushing it out, I'm just letting it constantly flow out. So it doesn't really make sense to me why the bell siphon would stop working, doing its flushing and whatnot once I clean that out. But the only thing I can chalk it up to is it's just got to be something to do with a humongous amount of roots in here. I mean, look at this right here. This is just one big massive root ball up here. So I'm kind of curious to see what's going to happen once I start pulling this out. Well, that was a little disappointing. This thing's got way more roots than that. It just kind of broke off. I mean, I could see this entire area here moving when I started pulling on it. Oh, wow. Okay. There's my root ball. There's the biggest amount of root ball that I could get out of it. I will say this, there's a lot of roots. This entire bed was just covered in roots. I can't really transfer it onto camera, I think, as well as you can see it, but I mean, there's all these little hairline roots. This entire bed's just completely covered in roots. They're small, but they're there. I was taking this plant out from the trellis, and I ended up finding 2 hidden cucumbers. So this is the total amount, my last harvest on that cucumber plant. It's been a good plant. I'm gonna miss it. Now this bed I just cleaned out, the one I just cleaned out, I thought I had it fixed. I pulled out these roots and I made one quick little adjustment and I had it working. It flushed out 3 times and then it stopped working again. I've messed with it and messed with it again and I'm right back where I was. So it just doesn't make sense to me. I don't know why this bed's not working when all these other ones are. I mean, these ones got quite a bit of roots going on in them too, but it's just not working. So whatever, it's just going to keep being an issue. So regardless, I'm going to keep this thing moving along. I got some spinach, some shards, some pak choi, which I've never grown. I'm kind of curious to see how that goes, and some romaine lettuce. I'm not going to bother trying to sprout this stuff. I'm basically just going to throw the seeds in here and see what sprouts. I've had plenty of other stuff just kind of wild sprout, and I know it'll work. Okay, well, quick little update on everything else that I have going on here. This cherry tomato plant I got the same time that I got the cucumber plant, and it's starting to pop off tomatoes, so I got quite a few in there that I need to pick, and I have not yet tried one. I've also got some arugula here, and then this was some okra that I sprouted a little while back, and all this stuff I just threw in here because I needed something in these beds. So I had the arugula, the okra, that pepper plant there I bought from the store the same time I got the cucumber, and the tomato plant, and this plant is looking really good. I've gotten a handful of peppers off of it already, but if you see it, it's got just really dark purple on it. This is a really healthy plant. I planted it, put it in here kind of late. It's small, but it's a good looking plant. And then back here, this is corn, and I sprouted this corn threw it in here as well. I'm not sure if this thing's going to seed or not. It's been so long since I grew corn, don't even have a clue right now. But I don't really care if this thing produces anything. The idea of putting corn in here was just so that it would suck up a lot of nutrients, because this tank is like overstocked as it is. So I figured this would help keep everything clean as far as all the waste that the fish are producing, because corn's so famous for like sucking up all the nutrients in soil. So I figured this would be a good plant to put out here. Anyway, there's my update, guys. I'm gonna throw some seeds on there, and we'll check back in on this next time it's doing something. Well, I was trying to come inside, and this is what I found on the porch. I got a possum rummaging through the compost pile that I haven't emptied yet. Get out of here. Come on.